Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and I'm going to taste two different varieties of persimmon today. One of which I only had one of, and the other one I had three of, but at least one was damaged, and one I've eaten already because it went very soft and squashy very quickly. Now these might look actually very similar in appearance, but they are different varieties, or at least in terms of what I bought, they're meant to be different varieties, and they did come from different suppliers, so I'm hoping that having come from different suppliers originally, they will turn out to be different. Now this one is a Kostata. Can't remember where the plant came from originally. It's a little bit squashy. I've actually had it in the fridge to stop it going mouldy, because one of the problems when they start to get to this stage is they go mouldy. And this one here is the single Hira Tanenashi. Now, just in case you're thinking, how would I know the difference? Well, obviously I've kept them in bags. I've kept them in bags with names on so that I wouldn't get them mixed up. And this one is the only Hira Tanenashi my plant had on it, and it was slightly damaged there where a bird pecked it. But I've left it in a bag to ripen, and it's now pretty soft and squashy. What we'll be interested to see is if there's any difference in flavour in between them, if there's any sweetness, and of course if they're still astringent, which they could be. But they have been, I think it's must be at least a week or 10 days since I did that harvesting video, and I picked them all, and they were pretty soft on the plant anyway, so we'll give them a shot and see if they're edible. And it'd be a good laugh for everybody if they happen to be astringent still. So let me flip the camera around and we'll have a go. Okay, so welcome back, and out of interest for date reference, I'm actually filming this on Christmas Eve, because I thought I might as well film them. So what I'm going to do is cut in half the Kostata first. Hopefully it won't be too rotten or soggy inside, doesn't look too bad. They do get a bit discoloured, but this is probably partly to do with the frosts we had, which have slightly damaged the plants. Now you can probably see there's clearly a seed in that. All of my persimmons seem to be seeded this year. I don't know if the seeds will actually be viable or not, but actually I'm not going to bother saving them. I'm not too worried about saying seeds. I don't want to be waiting years and years for seedling persimmons to grow, but they've got quite a few seeds in them. That half had 3 in. So let's see if the Kostata is astringent or edible. I've got any flavour to it. Let's see. Oh, it's nice and soft and squashy, but it doesn't mean it won't be astringent. Okay, it's quite pleasant. Yes, that's one of the better persimmons I've had so far this year. Not sure how to describe the flavour. A little bit, almost like a little bit of orange flavour in it. Or it might be psychological because of the colour. Can't really detect any astringency on it. Flesh has got a nice texture to it. It's not too fibrous like some of the other ones I've had. Yeah, it's that's one of the better persimmons I've had. I don't think it compares with the shop bought Rojo Brillants, but in terms of edibility, I'm not eating I don't eat the skins on these. Because one thing I've found with the astringent ones, especially when they ripen, they've been sitting around for a while, so the skins get quite tough. Rather than softer, they get tougher. So let's have a go at the other half as well. A little bit of astringency on that around the top of the fruit. Well, that's as you can see, the flesh is pretty soft. Okay, so let's try this Hira Tanenashi. Now I believe Hira Tanenashi, if I pick the fruits a little bit earlier before they've softened, is one of the ones that can be peeled and used for making Hoshigaki, which is the dried persimmon. So let's have a look and see what this one looks inside. Let you have a look at it. Looks very, very similar, as you can see, to the other one. Let's see if this is astringent or ripe. I'm guessing it'll be ripe because it's been softening in the bag for some time, as well as the fact that it got frosted on the tree. No astringency. Not much flavour to it, which is one of the problems I'm getting with persimmons over here, because they seem to be a bit bland, which I think is a factor with our cooler climate. There's a seed in that piece. I'm just going to take it out. They seem to be all very similar sized, the seeds. Not bad, the Hira Tanenashi. I think that in future years, if I get fruits on this one, because I've got a few different varieties, they're very pleasant. It's very pleasant, that one. Slightly different flavour to the other one, but that could just be just a single fruit with different flavour. I'm not eating them and being blown away and thinking, wow, this is my favourite fruit, but it's perfectly edible. Perhaps not as much flavour as the Kostata, but of course there could be a number of reasons for that. The next one I'll be trying in another video will be probably a muscat, a couple of which have gone mouldy while I was waiting for them to ripen, so I've thrown them away. This is I think in future years I might actually not leave them on the tree as long, to the point where they get pecked at by birds and start to go black and mouldy outside. I think I might pick them slightly earlier and just put them in a bag with an apple and try and get them to ripen. But yeah, not bad at all, those two. So that was Kostata and Hira Tanenashi. I had 3 Kostatas on the plant, one of which I'd already eaten, which was much squashier, and one of them I think was damaged and went mouldy, so I didn't eat it. That is a sort of slight downside of them here, and obviously, but as you get more and more, you can obviously pick them at different times and try different things. But I'd certainly, the Hira Tanenashi was quite pleasant, but I think would make a very good dried persimmon, so that's something I'm hoping to try next year, and I'll do a bit more research in the best way to make them, and we'll give it a go and see what happens. So thanks for watching the video. Hope that was of some interest to you. Please give me a thumbs up, share the video if you think anybody would be interested, subscribe to my channel of course, and click on the bell if you'd like to know when new videos come out in the new year. I'll catch up with you all soon. Brett out for now.